Hi there, students. To start with, I had a request from a student called Michael Cantuba to give him a shout out. So here we go. Hi Michael, nice to see you. I'm glad to see you watching the channel. Okay, this video is about the words plunder, loot, ransack. And we'll look at rob and steal as well. Okay, to plunder is to steal the things in a place, typically in a time of war or a time of civil disturbance. Yeah, so when an army comes into a city, certainly, well, it still happens today, what they normally do is they plunder everything they can find. They steal it, they take it away. To plunder has the idea of taking things. You could use this metaphorically as well, as in, I plundered my brother's wardrobe for some good clothes to wear. Yeah, so you can use it metaphorically as well, to take things. Typically as well, plunder is using force to steal the things that you want. You're going through the place piece by piece and nicking the stuff, stealing the stuff. Notice this word plunder comes from German, plundern, which means, or to steal household goods, to steal the stuff in somebody's house. Okay, the next word, loot, and to loot. Notice plunder can be a verb, and plunder can also be a noun. Loot is exactly the same. Loot can be a verb or a noun as well. To loot is to go round stealing things, again, typically in a time of war, yeah, or a time of civil disturbance. You have looters. So there was a riot in the city and some people started smashing shop windows and looting the shops. Yeah, to loot, to steal the things that there are. Notice, I think plunder has a more violent context with it. Yeah, plunder is more typically with violence, whereas loot is just take it, and there might be some violence associated with it, but plunder is certainly a more violent word. Okay, the origin of this word is interesting because this word comes from Hindi. Well, it comes from Sanskrit through Hindi. And I think you have the Hindi word lut, which comes from lunth in Sanskrit, which means to rob. Yeah, so to loot, to take the things that don't belong to you. Okay, the next word is to ransack. To ransack is to go through a place, causing great destruction and damage and stealing whatever you can. Okay, you can also use it to mean to search a place thoroughly. So the police ransacked the house in order to find evidence against him. Yeah, so ransack, maybe you're looking for something specific. The robbers ransacked the house and stole some things, or maybe you're stealing. Yeah, so I'm trying to ransack my brain as to the origin of this one. Okay, the origin of this one comes from Norse. Ran, a house, and segja, which I think means to seek. So to seek in a house. But ransack, we have the idea of causing great damage, to steadily go through a place, pulling out everything, looking for the things you want. Yeah, and maybe it's information, or maybe it's just so that you can steal. Okay, now remember with rob and steal, you rob people and places. Yeah, a robber commits a robbery and he robs a bank. yeah, you steal things. So he stole the money from the shop, yeah. So all of these words have both ideas, the idea of robbing places and stealing things. So, plunder, to go round stealing. The army broke the city walls, ran in and defeated the defenders. Then they plundered everything they could find, stole. There was looting everywhere. They looted all of the houses and they ransacked the whole place. They destroyed it while stealing. Yeah? So, plunder, take. Loot, to take. Ransack, to destroy and take. Yeah? So, to plunder a place. Yeah? To plunder an area. But the plunder is the thing that you have stolen. So after he had ransacked the house, he put all of his plunder in a black bag. Again, to loot a place, yeah? His loot consisted of 3 DVD players and a laptop computer. The loot consisted of golden candlesticks from the temple, yeah? Okay, so the plunder and the loot are the things you're stealing, yeah? But to plunder and to loot has the idea of robbing places and people. You also ransack a place, yeah? And then the things that you have ransacked, have stolen, are either plunder or loot. There's no noun with that one, okay? So there you go. Plunder, loot, ransack, rob and steal. What about formality? I would say to plunder is a slightly formal word, maybe 6 out of 10. I think loot is probably more neutral, maybe a 5. And to ransack, yeah, this one's probably a little bit more formal as well, maybe a 6 out of 10. I think all of these words are good when speaking and they're good for your writing in the exam as well, okay? So they're neutral enough to be able to use both informally down the pub and to be able to use if you're writing a report or something like that. So anyway, enough. I've ransacked my brain to give all of the ideas that I can on it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. So, to pillage, to loot, to ransack, rob and steal. Bye for now.